Hello.
Hello.
Hello there.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello, everyone.
I'm Milo. I'm going to be the storyteller for this evening, and we are playing a modified version of Changeling the Lost. And by modified, I do mean heavily modified. So if you happen to hear something that doesn't sound familiar to you, it's because I made it up and it is not, in fact, incorrect. Thank you.
I'm 3LC. Tonight I'm going to be playing Sim, the Fire Elemental. Whoever's next.
Yes, very well. My name is Avery, and tonight I will be playing the wonderful Tunnel Crab, the keeper of the Autumn Court, Spindle Clutch.
Hey, I'm Mike. I'll be playing Dane, and I'm in trouble.
Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Unlike myself as who I am playing Derrig, the good boy Redcap. Who probably should be driving, but we let Sim do that because we like to live dangerously.
Speak for yourself. 2 and 10 here. 2 and 10.
And we are going to be putting a content warning at the beginning of this because this is an 18+ stream. There will be cursing, difficult subjects, possibly violence. So if you're not 18, please leave the stream. As well
as... Not 18,
as...
then you're 12.
Exactly.
Okay. Nope, I lost my thought because Az kept going. So I don't remember what I was going to say. I hope it wasn't fucking important because,
Content
it's
warning,
gone now.
There will be violence. We have a fire elemental. He's got problems. I love you. But you do.
Yeah. Possible violence. Oh, we are not a how-to. All the actions that we talk about here, please do not try to replicate at all. We do not advise doing any of the stuff that we talk about doing in this game. This is make-believe time. We're not here to give advice, and we're not here to tell you how to do things. Just period. So
yeah,
keep that in mind as we
Whatever
progress forward.
Yeah, whatever I attempt to deny, do not go to your local doctors and do this.
this
Simple
What
happens.
happened last time.
Exactly. This game happens in a closed course with semi-professionals doing it right now. Don't do it at home.
And
I
what
have never
happened
done
last
anything
time?
wrong in my life, so you can prove.
We're just gonna a moment of silence for the lie that was just told to all of us. Now, what happened last time was Dane finished his interrogation of Celia, though she was a lot more cooperative than Pippin and pretty much just gave information up. Dane expressed having her sister Jack's heart, which made it easier, but she probably would have just told him anyways, as she doesn't have any loyalty to the church, as she has already expressed. Sim had to go pick Derrig up after his meeting with Nova, as Derrig went to go see Keith, only to find out that Keith had more dream poison in his dreams, even though Derrig had gotten rid of it all before. They suspect either a true fae is visiting or the new girl at the coffee shop, Renee, is a carrier of dream poison and is spreading it. As of right now, Keith is the only person they know to be affected by it. From there, they went and met up at the South Ward Freehold, where they spoke to Reed about a variety of things. Dane had found out that the White Rabbit should awake soon. And they have a week to try and stop it or find a way to combat it once it's free. Words escaped me for a second. Sim asked about potentially speaking to Reed later about some problems he's having with someone. And then they got onto the topic of the dream poison, which Reed then suggested fortifying the dreams of the individual to prevent a true fae from planting the poison. If the poison returns, it's more than likely not a true fae. It's more than likely from coming into contact with somebody who was visited by the true fae. Sim also asked about potentially the hedge wand, tampering with it, getting it to open a gate both ways, because the idea has been passed around that they send the White Rabbit with the Oncel back to Arcadia when she leaves. But it is a one-way ticket, and only the person opening the gate can go. The person opening the gate has to go through. So if any of them opened it, it's a one-way ticket back to Arcadia. They would have to escape and return through the hedge. They spoke with someone from the Black Castle who is trapped into a mirror. His name is Eric, and he has been there a long time but has not realized it. He was able to tell them that if they got a goblin contract, an illegal one from an unsafe market, that they could potentially modify the wand to do as they not plan for, but contingency for, open the gate, but also open a new one back to the mortal. And with those plans circulating around, they settled on going and speaking with Dr. Cassidy, because she funds the church with her clinic and her vast resources, where Dane is going to pretend to be injured and Savannah is going to carry him in. And we left with all 4 plus Savannah in the parking lot of Dr. Cassidy's clinic, the very, very far end of the parking lot, as to not be recognized before Dane has a chance to go and speak with this woman. So.
This is a horrible idea. I know it already, but here we go.
It really is. She's bad. She's green. Everything is green about this place and her door. But the door was my fault. Well, kind of. You have to leave through doors, so.
So you've all been here before. Tell me something that I don't know. I know she has a beeper in a pocket to call reinforcements or shut something down or whatever the fuck it is. So I need to keep her hands free. Is there a receptionist?
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple. You have to fill out the paperwork first, and then you sit in the waiting room for a long time.
For all intents and purposes, it functions like a normal clinic, except for the very dark layer that we know it is.
It's kind of like that fucking scene from Beetlejuice where I'm standing there with a ticket.
And no, it's not a ticket. They call your name.
Perhaps you could bargain with someone in line that has a newer ticket and you can get in faster.
I mean, we could do that, or I could just break... No, I can't break down the doors. That would be bad.
Well, it depends. Are you really playing up a emergency that's an emergency enough that they're not telling you to go straight to the ER? But
I mean, I could pretend I've got stomach problems and shite myself or something.
The old go-to shit your pants move. Got it.
I will not be carrying you, Dane, if you shit yourself. You'll be duck walking it to the front of the building. I'll do a lot for you. That's not one of those things. I'm not getting poop on.
You could just scruff me by the neck.
No, I'm gonna let it drip into your shoes.
I will repay you tenfold if you do that.
I'll do anything for you, Dane, but I won't do that.
All right, meatloaf, calm your tits. I'm not shaking myself. Right. That's unfortunate. I was looking forward to that part.
Other question. I have one other quick question. This. Let's say
I have a good nose, man. I have a good nose. I can't.
Yes, it's beautiful. We all know.
If we need to Masquerade, what's your signal for that? If we
fucking run, normally screaming, shouting.
Okay.
If you need us to come in, what's that? Just say.
I'll text you.
I'll just text. Okay.
That, or you'll see someone falling out a window.
Fair enough.
Our room didn't have a window.
Oh Jesus! Savannah could make one.
I know there's been a lot of jokes about burning
Make
the
a
place down, but quite
whole-ass
frankly,
door.
a small fire provides a great distraction.
Do we need to go into the office? Why don't we get her to come to us?
Agree.
Could be.
If,
All depends on
you know, if there's a fire in the office, surely she'll have to come out into the street to what the Americans call it, muster zone or something.
Oh, the your
Gathering point
your
where
meeting-
all
your
buildings
meeting,
should have.
Yeah, your gathering place for when there's a building fire. Yes,
Aye,
you could also just go in and pull the fire alarm too.
I
The
could, but then
emergency plan?
yeah, but nothing really says fire like an actual fire.
Of course, that I can provide.
This is getting a little green.
Well, we don't
So-
have to go anywhere near there. But if we can get her onto the street, it'd be a lot simpler than me waiting for fucking 3 hours just to see her.
What's the time of day that we're going?
2:30.
How busy does it look? Like just parking lot
Not
wise.
not that busy. There are a couple of other cars. Some of the cars you recognize from the first time you were there, more than likely her employees that work at the building, and a couple that you don't recognize, which are either people that didn't work that day or people that are there for actual appointments and stuff. So you would guess they probably have about maybe 5-6 patients and probably about 5 or 10 workers.
Gotcha. And this is a single-story clinic. Approximately how much
Mhm.
square footage? How
You're
approximately for the size of the place?
appreciate that you think I have information like that, but I don't.
Okay.
I did not calculate how big this building was. I go off of my brain cannon, and my brain cannon doesn't do square footage. So apologies.
Okay, so
But I
it's
would say that
decent
it's
sized building.
yeah, the size of one of those non-emergency clinics.
Got it.
Like that's kind of what it is. Like big enough that in an area like San Diego, if they got a flood of patients, they would have some room for them, but more than likely don't see a bunch of them a day. Like maybe 30 or 40 people a day unless there's an emergency. Cuz she told you that she's a dietitian. Jesus Christ. She diagnoses things. And she's a pharmacist because you know that she makes medicine. That's what she did for Pippin. She just didn't tell you that's what she does. Well, she kind of did. She said she made it in-house, but you already knew that.
It's a
So
liar.
that's the,
Now, silly
Yeah.
question, but did we actually call in an appointment, or are we just showing up unannounced?
you're just showing up unannounced again.
Mm,
How did you two get in last time?
I was sick, and so, I wasn't sick, but I was. So, Sim brought me here, and we filled out the paperwork, and we sat in the waiting room, and then Sim melted the door.
I don't recall us waiting that long, honestly. But if we need to escalate the situation, if it's going to look like it's
I
really
was,
busy-
I was pretty sick though. It was bad.
I don't know. I'm
Wasn't looking
thinking
good.
a snatch
I got
and grab
better,
job. Yeah, you did get better. You look fantastic.
look great.
Thank you.
I'm thinking maybe you just get a snatch and grab job because I don't know what she has in the office.
Mhm.
All of us know, and if we take her in the back of a car, that sounded wrong. But
Honestly, yeah, I hear you on that. Honestly, if we maybe look at starting a fire, do a building evacuation, and then grab her while she's out.
Hell, we could just wait until she's leaving.
You
I mean,
know
do you
that the
guys-
clinic closes at 6.
Do you know what car she drives?
I don't think we pegged what car she has, so.
Stop pegging
We
things.
haven't picked a car.
No, you did
Well,
not know
then-
what car she drove.
Sorry, we didn't identify which car she drove.
You know what? Fuck it. Sim, let's go for a little bit of arson. Let's add to our repertoire.
Okay.
You guys know I can set fires too, right? Like
I
Hi.
know.
Okay.
But you're carrying me, remember? I'd rather let my arse go on
Yeah.
fire.
What?
I'm still very
I'm
sick.
not sure.
I can get it going from a corner of a building from a distance. I mean, I don't know if you can do that. That's great. But...
I can do that. I can.
And why doesn't one of you go to one side of the building and the other one go to the other side of the building and what's that thing that your man says? Flame on. That's it.
The Human Torch.
You don't have you don't have to go anywhere, Derry. You just sit here with me. I can't do flamey shit either.
Should I drive? I have a license.
You can drive, Derek. Yeah, if you want to. Also, just to reinforce, Derek, we're actually not trying to hurt the employees and or anybody who's there for a legitimate appointment. We're really just after one individual.
Aye.
Things happen, so.
I'd never dream of hurting an innocent person.
I don't believe you whatsoever, but that is neither here nor there.
Okay.
Oh, well, thanks for the word of confidence there, Sid. Who were the two that went and killed a bunch of people at church just recently? Well, I'm sure it wasn't me.
I think the argument could be made that they weren't necessarily innocent.
The argument could be made you weren't meant to be there.
I don't like this conversation.
Right.
True.
So.
One must make breakfast with the eggs they have, though.
I really don't like this conversation.
Sorry.
Or, make a lasagna for breakfast. Regardless.
Breakfast lasagna is always a good.
A human lasagna?
So.
You just got real dark there, Sid. Jesus Christ.
I don't feel that was necessary to say.
Sometimes we fail our willpower checks, okay?
Do you want to interrogate this woman, or shall I? Jesus. You threaten to turn into a lasagna, she'll tell you fucking
now
everything.
I'm wondering if Dane is going to be a lot nicer about it.
I fucking might be.
Like, and
You know what? You're getting real dark all of a sudden ever since you thought about nuking the fucking Fey world.
That's what I was telling him. His plants are getting all sorts of green. Everything's yellow on the edges, and it's not good. Nothing's good about.
All right.
Barry, do you need a Xanax or something to relax? You seem very on edge.
Yeah,
There's a lot going on. So.
It was a lot. It was. I don't want to talk about it.
That's fine.
Look,
Aye.
What's the plan? What have we settled on? Let's just focus on that. I feel is probably better for now. What
we're gonna
are we
start
doing?
some fires and watch for them to evacuate.
I preferred the first one.
Evacuate.
Evacuate. They're going to evacuate to the gathering point. Anyway.
All right.
And then
so who's going?
We'll nab
up to the building.
Cassidy.
Well, why don't you two go? Set fire to some shit.
Myself and Savannah are gonna go. But here's what I think.
Okay.
Got a question. Can I take
yes?
Can I take my smoke screen and split it between two different areas? Or does it have to be one area?
I would say if you want to do that, it's going to be a more difficult role to control both.
Okay.
So you have to pick a primary one for if you fail the roll. It's only going to appear in one place. You have to pick where you want it to appear should the roll not succeed.
Okay. I'd like it to obscure I get to obscure Savannah.
Okay.
So,
Do
okay.
you don't have a balaclava on you by chance, do you?
Me?
I think Derek might.
In the car somewhere.
I think so.
In the bag.
Bag. In the bag.
I think it's in the back seat.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, check
Do
the
you,
bag
do
in
you
the
just
back
want?
seat.
He
fucking
hasn't
blind.
dropped it
Oh.
off. He's been just carrying it around. All the weird shit that he brought to the fucking market a couple days ago.
Your
Oh,
character's
there's
in
a.
duffel bags, I swear.
Not a
If there's
duffel
a-
bag. It's a messenger bag.
If there is a balaclava
Okay,
in the
here we
bag,
go.
There should be one in there for you, Dane.
Okay.
Or,
So,
sorry, for me.
you guys get to see.
What do
Okay.
we
So,
get? All right, so...
oh, you're gonna watch Savannah do a thing real quick. Hold on.
Okay. I will prepare my roll for the smoke. Smoke
Ooh,
amount.
good job, Savannah. Okay,
One
so you
second.
watch Savannah, and you guys know what this is. She changes her. I'm gonna have to pop out too because Az popped out and I can't fucking see anybody anymore. But you see Savannah change. Oh, she popped back in and fixed it. Never mind. You see Savannah change. You know this as one of the contracts of Mirror. She now looks much more mortal than she did before. Now,
Cool.
it's the mortal of someone with, say, the fairest seeming. You know, there's still a little bit of otherworldliness, but it's enough that somebody who maybe can see through glamour might have to do a double take or be really close to see the unusual tint to the skin or the shape of the eyes. So,
Okay.
show off.
Okay. I made my initial glamour check just fine, but then I did an additional glamour check to be able to add some dice. Failed that one, so I'm down 2
Okay.
glamour.
All right. Savannah failed her glamour check as well, so she's down by 1.
So I pull on the mask. First, I'll have the mask up, kind of looking like a beanie style, but ready to pull down quick because I'm assuming there is a radius by which the exterior cameras are able to see.
That is, in fact, correct. There is a radius of the external cameras.
Mm-hmm.
Boop.
I am going to spend some willpower. And I'm glad I did. Okay. With the willpower expended, got a total of 5
All right.
on my check for smoke amount. And so, get out of the car, begin to walk forward, Savannah, begin to advance on the opposing corners, but well before I get to where I think the cameras are probably going to pick me up, go and then get the smoke out.
All right. So,
Is Clutch
smoke.
having a little bit of technical difficulties?
Yeah, it looks like we're having. I was about to say something because it's we're not getting audio at all. So, not really sure what's happening there. I'm
Okay.
trying to roll with it, but I also understand that technical
Come on, little buddy.
difficulties are technical.
Yeah.
If we need to, I can throw up an intermission screen and try something else. But or we can continue on.
Do we want to throw up an intermission screen real quick and see if we can't deal with the
we can
technical
fix
for a
this.
hot minute, and then
Sounds good.
All right.
Okay,
So
guys, give us 5 minutes.
We will
to
be
fix
right
it.
back. We're
5
gonna fix some tech issues.
so sorry.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
thank you.
fancy new screens.
Now just
Yeah.
remember,
Ooh,
if
yeah, we
don't
got some new things.
If we don't want the background chatter, we will need to mute on our end because it'll still pick it up.
Okay.
We have gone to intermission.
We can all pop out and pop back in and see what happens.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we can.
Here you, I see your face is moving.
Yeah. So
we're moving in the right direction. I just don't know how to fix that. So I'm gonna keep fucking with that, but you guys keep it.
All right, we're gonna resume that.
all right. Okay.
Good.
Yeah, we're back.
We good?
Welcome back. Thank you.
Sorry about
Yeah.
technical difficulties. We again are not professionals, and we do
Speak for
apologize
yourself.
when this does.
I never said I was what professional, but yeah.
Whatever.
Never done anything wrong in my life.
Anyways, so yep, you proceed forward. Now I get to roll to see if someone notices billowing clouds of smoke as you approach the building. Okay, so you walk up, and where exactly to the building are you going? Are you trying to just stay on the outside and light a fire? Are you sneaking in the back? What was the plan?
Going to go up to the building exterior, and say if we're looking at the building flat from the top, and it's north, south, east, west. I'm gonna go to the western corner, and I'm gonna go to the western corner, and we can have Savannah go to the eastern corner of the building. Because I believe that's where we were wanting to, based on what I heard, we were going to have a fire start in a couple of different locations.
All right. And out on the outside of the building, yeah?
Well, quite frankly,
away from the fire alarms?
nah. Wanted to get. I was going to actually look through if there's any open windows. Just line of sight. Get one started right inside.
All right, go ahead and roll a wits and awareness.
Okay.
I'll roll one for Savannah. Oh, fuck, Savannah. Oh, no. So, there's an open window now. As Savannah looks, she's looking around.
5 again.
Isn't finding an open window. And you hear, found an open window.
My girl.
So, Sim, with your 5, you notice there is a window open now.
Cool.
Because I got a messy critical, and so she looked and went, fuck it.
I think
It made a loud noise.
I think the headset that I was using died because I immediately plugged this in and was getting perfectly crystal clear audio.
You are not crystal clear on my end, though. You are very much staticky.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Let me play around with that for a second.
Okay.
So, you have probably less time than you thought you did to now start some form of fire, as that was very loud.
Okay, well, I have to do a glamour check for the light me up, and make the glamour check just fine. And let me roll my intelligence and weird for that.
Girl, just burn the building down. Fuck it.
I think,
Right,
that's what's going to happen, because I got 1 success and then 1 bestial.
The bestials don't. Oh yeah, no, you completely botched that. Savannah did a little better with her little fires everywhere, so she got 5, 6,
Should just
6
chucked in
successes.
a damn Molotov at this point.
So you kind of you see a something, it's a little flame at the edge of like some paper, and then Savannah, just the whole room.
Okay. Alrighty then.
The alarms start immediately going off.
All right. Once the alarms start going off, I maneuver.
Mm-hmm.
I maneuver my way back to the Honda, or near to
Yep.
it, so we can keep an eye
You
out
see-
for where people may start falling out and going to the gathering point.
Yep, you see where people start to stream out to the gathering point.
The emergency collection point.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Okay. Don't mind me. Okay.
Don't mind you at all. What the hell?
All right. So Savannah and Sim go back. So you guys see them as I'm rolling this, and you start seeing people going out of the building, and you see people in scrubs helping people not in scrubs. So it's very clear that the doctors, or well, the nurses and whatnot, are helping the patients out. You see them go to the opposite side of the parking lot from you guys, the far point. It's like the other farthest point is away from where your car is. You see them go that direction and start to gather in a group. Savannah and Sim.
Headed back to the car, and then I'm assuming we're all attempting the clock where Dr. Cassidy is going.
I need Derek and Sim to make me a wits and awareness for this, as they are the ones that know what Dr. Cassidy looks like.
Is
Oh.
this any better? Is this good?
That's a little better, yes.
That sounds
little.
good to me.
Yep.
Okay, cool. So I was like, do I still need to play with tweak?
Oh.
Or are we good?
Let's see how it goes for now. I had a brief moment of crackle, but then it cleared up again. So let's see how it goes. And if it's real bad, we'll let you know. And if it is workable, we'll go from there. 4. All right. Derek, wits and awareness. Were you not available? Do I need to check something?
You're okay. Sorry, what did I miss?
I need you to roll a wits and awareness.
Okay.
I'm just putting the bad habit down over my head.
I would have. Oh, never mind. I guess I know we didn't say it out loud, but I thought we gave a description of Dr. Cassidy to Dane, but
Nobody described Dr. Cassidy to Dane.
okay.
Now her picture is on the website, so oh boy. Her picture is on the website, so you could easily pull it up real quick, and Dane can go ahead and make that roll too.
Okay. I thought we had for some reason. I guess it's one of those things I assumed that we didn't.
Ow. My spine. So, they pull up a picture of a woman who has like shoulder length black hair. She looks a little bit older, 40s, 50s maybe. She has scars that go kind of along her face. They look, Dane, you especially would know, like claw marks, like an animal had done it to her. Bright green eyes, pale skin. She looks stern, and you can go ahead and roll if you would like to see. But none of you see Dr. Cassidy as of right now. You see the 1. Yeah, you're not seeing her. Like, you'd think that as a doctor, she's got the bright white coat, right? And everyone else seems to be in scrubs or normal clothing, and you're not seeing that coat. You're not seeing the doctor's coat.
No one sees her at all, no?
No one sees her. And you wait.
Fire department, I assume, rolls up at some point.
Fire department, you see you hear the sirens. You see smoke billowing out that window. But you don't see Dr. Cassidy.
Not out with the group.
Nope.
All right. Do we have a little bit of time before the fire department show up?
Yeah, you have a little bit of time before the fire department shows up.
You're okay.
I want to go inside and check. Something's not right here.
Well, you can go inside, but I can't. I'll get burnt to a fucking cinder if I go in there.
I know. Give me a minute.
Now,
Pull
you
up.
do see... Sim, you're familiar with fire. The fire, well, should be spreading relatively quickly. The clinic is newer, and they tend to put different types of fireproofing into things, but it's not catching the way that a wildfire would. And you can kind of assume that maybe some people stayed back to try to put it out with fire extinguishers and hoses and water.
Okay.
Save what they could, possibly.
Fair. Okay. Boom. I'm headed in.
You headed in?
Yep.
Derek, get into the driver's seat, get closer to the fucking door.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
All right. Savannah will hop in the back. She's not actually immune to fire. She just can use it. She's not going in the building. You drive for
Fair.
Sim. Where are you going into the building from? Are you going to try to go through the front door, or are you going to try to go through the back emergency exit you took last time, or are you going to go to the window that's...
Those are good options. And I'm probably going to shimmy through... Well, actually, you know what? I'm going to probably go through the emergency exit, because I'm going to go to check either if they are in fact actually attempting to fight the fire by any fire suppression means necessary, then they're going to be congregated where the flames are happening. So I'm going to check those areas first.
All
so
right.
I go through the back door. So I should technically be, based on the potential layout of the building, I'll probably be closer to where Savannah started hers first. So I'll check that area first.
Yes. You will be closer to where Savannah started hers. And when you pop your head around, your fire didn't catch, by the way. With the one, it burnt something and then it died. Sorry. But you notice that immediately. You're like, there's no fire over here. But you see Dr. Cassidy and 3 other people that you do not recognize wearing scrubs with fire extinguishers trying to douse the hallway and manage as much of the fire as they can before the fire department arrives.
Okay.
Sirens are blaring. It's really loud. But you see her.
Okay. I'll go up to her from behind.
Okay.
You're gonna take her from behind? Okay,
Yeah.
all right. This is where this was always going.
Let's not hate fuck people. Let's just not. Why do we always do this to ourselves?
Hey, speak for yourself.
We've never done this with any of our characters ever once. Okay, sure, all right. So, Sim, what do you do? Dr. Cassidy, with the flashing lights and the sirens and the trying to put out the fire, has not noticed you. There's smoke billowing. So, she definitely doesn't see you. And you know that she doesn't see you. You know, you grab her by the face and the hair. Okay. So, go ahead and roll me strength and brawl. And if you have anything for grapple, go ahead and add that.
Haha.
Kinky. I know, we're all...
I missed you guys because you didn't ask for consent first.
Oh, God.
I boosted the glamour on this roll because otherwise it's shite. Cool, good thing I did. 4 successes.
4 successes.
Yes.
All right. You get a pretty good hold of her. Pretty good hold of her. And, you know, she's startled by it. So, you know, the first thing she does is back up into you a little bit more. Because she doesn't know who just grabbed her.
Naturally. Take her back out the exit if I can wrangle her out there.
All right.
And once
she turns the fire extinguisher that she has back towards your face.
Okay. Can I duck out of the way?
If you want to. Roll a dex and athletics. Her hands are free. You grabbed her by her head.
I know. I didn't have...
I know.
I needed to switch grip up as soon as I could, but...
Yeah, I
have 100
innuendos. Nice. Single crit, so 4, 5, 6.
All right, you duck under her. Well, you use her as a shield, as the spray of... That would have hurt you a lot. It is really good you ducked out of the way. So it just soars over your head, and you can feel, you know, it's not pleasant being hit with an extinguisher.
Sure.
So just in general, no one wants that or needs that.
Really not.
Gonna switch grip down to about her waist and just...
You're gonna pull her out?
Pull her out through the security exit, and then hopefully the car is right there and I could use some help once we get out.
Where did you guys pull the car to the back?
Wherever Dane was like, yeah, this is where Sim needs you. Derek's gonna be like, all right, I will be exactly where Sim needs me to be.
Yeah.
Are we good at kidnapping people?
As soon as I
Why?
get
Okay.
outside,
Oh, yeah.
where
I can-
the
I can tell you why we're good at kidnapping people. Our keepers taught us some decent lessons.
well, there is that.
Oh,
There is that.
okay, that's not exactly happened for Derek. That's why Derek's the driver.
It's okay.
I did this for a living.
Once I get
As
out
soon
and
as you get
have
out.
the less noise, I will ask first. I will say, "Help me!" Got a disarmer
Oh,
from the
yeah.
fire
Oh,
yeah.
extinguisher. And
She's
Yeah, I'm
flailing
sure
with
she
the fire
is
extinguisher.
flailing
She's
like
kicking her
crazy.
feet. Like,
The moment I see them struggling, I'm out of the car and I'm running over and clocking her in the face.
Okay.
you're gonna hit Sim's hand. So
I'm
you
gonna
still have
clock
her by the
her.
mouth, right?
Well, until if I see someone moving towards her, I could drop my hand, grasp her by the throat, just kind of hold her like this.
Yeah, put her into a chokehold.
She's gonna attempt to headbutt you as
I
soon as you
know.
move your hand.
I know.
That's why I asked.
You know what? You know what? Fuck this bitch. I'm gonna burn her throat.
And she does. Rude. Okay.
Not
So go ahead and roll
harshly.
for that.
I'm not harshly.
Go ahead and roll for
like,
that.
Yeah.
Her head kicks back and hits it hits you in the nose, and it
Okay.
hurts. Like, it does not feel good.
I'm
Like,
just
you're
gonna
like,
do. I'm just gonna do just like fire. I'm not gonna do the one where it's like instant.
roll your strength and brawl.
Yeah.
Yeah. You roll your fire. You roll your strength and brawl, Dane, because you're coming at her. She had enough time as soon as Sim let go to kick her head back, but you're right there.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, both with the 4. Okay. So you sear her throat, and you square in the jaw hit her. Now, I'm assuming you guys are both attempting to not do so much damage that you kill this lady right now.
Of course not.
Let's knock her out.
Just want to subdue her. Get the fire extinguisher away if you haven't already. Like, just peel it off and throw it.
You chuck the fire extinguisher. Not that hard.
Throw her head first in
'cause-
the car. Right into Savannah's
I mean,
lap.
Dane has you stunned her. She's not completely unconscious, but it's one of those punches where, someone would stagger back, and if you kept going, you'd eventually get there. But it was enough that stop.
A few more times and you get there, guys. A few more times.
This is like
I'll
trying
get a
to
few more
stake-
times. Here we go.
This is like
If
trying
you
to
just
stake
beat it
Milo.
a little harder.
This feels like trying to stake Milo.
A lot harder to stake Milo than it is to punch some mortal lady in the face.
I know.
So yeah, head first into the car. She's stunned, clearly. Can we not giggle about everything while trying to explain things? Makes it very difficult,
I'm sorry.
okay?
I apologize. I've been being so good, okay? Like, all the jokes. And I'm just gonna drink my drink and listen to you explain.
The moment she's in the car, Dan will turn to Savannah and go, choke her out.
That is a lady that literally just broke a window. Let's see if Savannah, for the sake of this, Savannah's not going to roll. She's a big, strong lady. We're just going to let her do it. We're going to give it to her.
It's right there.
She chokes her out.
We don't want a Magnus incident where he just rips the head off.
Right.
Before Savannah has fully choked her out, because it is a struggle to choke someone out. She's strong, but it still takes a second.
Yeah.
She reaches into her pocket.
I'm gonna grab her hand before she tries.
You grab it as she pulls it out.
As she's about to go in, if I can.
I'm gonna have you roll a Dex and Athletics because Savannah is kind of on top of her to strangle her. Like she kind of
I should
threw
have
her
just
back
melted her
rather than.
clothes off.
Yep, not a problem. I'll roll that for you now. Do.
All right.
Why do you make this so difficult?
I'll be right back.
Go get some water for your thirsty ass. Anyway.
You got one.
I'm gonna use a willpower on that.
You can use a willpower on that. You don't know what she's pulling out yet, so I mean, you don't know.
I do know
how
she has
bad
something
it
in her.
is.
I do know she has something in her pockets that I
They
don't want her to
mentioned that
get.
she had something in her.
Yeah.
Yep, probably not. I'm gonna have her roll too, just at a disadvantage.
That's 4 altogether.
4 altogether. Okay.
Yeah. I got 3 successes on the reroll.
All right.
So quick
So,
question.
yes.
What's your quick question?
Am I to assume that Dane is currently going through someone's pocket right now?
No,
He's
grabbing her
grabbing
hand.
onto her hand to prevent her from going through her pockets.
Got it. Okay. All right.
So yeah, he's just
That answers my question.
Yeah.
So I will go back to waiting.
Okay. So yeah, she goes to reach. You grab her hand away, and Savannah chokes her out.
Do I need to say drive?
No,
Derek.
probably not. I've taken off. This is happening in the seats. Well, Derek is like 10 and 2.
Yeah,
You've
once
kidnapped
you
somebody,
all
10 and 2.
decided to get into the car, that's when you go. That's what all the movies say. Like, everybody jumps in, you take off. Doesn't matter if the door is closed, but we're going the speed limit.
Yeah, this is what I assumed happened. Derek is in the driver's seat. Dane is in the passenger seat. Savannah, Sim, and Dr. Cassidy are in the back. Savannah basically just flipped her over, started choking her. You saw her hand go down, and from the passenger seat, you reached back and grabbed it.
This is what you missed.
Sim is at her legs, yeah.
I mean, I'm feeling like we could have
No
a whole
tears,
series
only dreams.
called The Fast and the
So-
Fast.
She's
I think now is the perfect moment that one glassy, dead, blue-green eye looks out of Dane's pocket.
Is it like one of those snail things where it's just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like,
Who the fuck is that?
Perhaps before you go about making sure one does not go through one, you should check your own Master Dane. I got you. I've been here the whole time and you didn't know because you never checked your right coat pocket.
Jesus, Clutchy, consent is key. You just run into fucking pockets.
Well, I thought it would be a good time to test your vigilance.
I
I
was
was right to test your vigilance because you were not vigilant enough to get me in your pocket.
I was rather busy trying to do a kidnapping, in case you didn't notice.
I watched. It was very, very wonderful. You did very well. That maneuver there with the throat grab and the jaw punch was very well executed, young masters. Very, very good. I would have done the same, except for I couldn't punch my way out of a paper bag. I can crawl my way into a leather pocket, as it seems.
I have a question. Savannah, I have a question. So, like, was your plan to stay in the pocket until, like, Dane reached in and, like, grabbed your body? And she looks pained saying it.
Plan was this. I saw a pocket, and I climbed, and whatever happened after that was purely a happy accident, as Bob Ross likes to say.
Speaking of
Alright.
pockets, speaking of, Dane's gonna reach into her pocket.
I'm gonna need you to make another roll for me for that.
Of course. Tell you what.
I'm gonna need another dex and athletic. No, a larceny. I'm gonna need a dexterity and larceny.
Larcenous fool.
Alright, well, I'm gonna boost my glamour because I have no larceny. Because I'm not a thief.
This is how carefully you can pick a pocket, because, again, there are a couple things in that
Right.
pocket.
So, no one told Derek where to drive to.
What'd
So
you
he's
get?
about to, like, get on the highway.
I haven't rolled yet. See, I
Really?
just want to drop Spindle Clutch in the pocket and see what happens.
Oh, just don't do that. I heavily advise you to not do that.
Alright, I failed my glamour check, so. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good. Derek
You
does
lose a
bring up
glamour.
good
So
point,
roll a
so-
hunger die with it, because if it's messy like Savannah, you will break a window and just be like, found one.
I think.
Frustration.
I think where we should probably go is no freeholds, no local no residents to us. We need to go. We need to go to an empty lot somewhere.
There are plenty of those. It is San
With
Diego. There are some areas that are
Yeah.
But we
sketchy
need to
as
find
fuck.
So,
one.
like-
we need to
so,
find
like,
one
an
with an army
abandoned-
truck.
The abandoned. Okay, I got a good place we can go.
Abandoned lot.
Three.
Definitely.
Warehouse
Got a
better.
3?
If we don't mind, I have a place which is warded against those who would wish to do us harm, and thus when we both put this person into that space and remove them, all memories of that will be eliminated, and they will suffer a liminal amount of harm from entering and exiting.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Clutchy. We're probably gonna kill her after this.
Ooh,
So-
I do enjoy.
Very
You're
good.
rooting
I do
around.
enjoy a light thoroughfare of lethal violence.
You're rooting around in her pocket. The first thing you feel
Sounds like a good idea, though.
is a device. And you touch it, and it burns your hand. And on your way out, your fingers brush what feel like needles.
Mm-hmm. Great, now I gotta get a fucking hepatitis fucking jab.
Did you touch her gun?
Does she have a mimic pocket?
It's. Have you seen doctors' pockets? Have you seen those
yeah.
coats?
Pretty big.
There's a lot of shit fits in those things, man.
How much room is there in the back of the car right now? Because I'm tapped to Savannah. And
Not a
don't
lot.
hurt.
Savannah is big. She's basically on top of Dr. Cassidy, who's about 5'7", and Sim is over in the back seat with her as well.
Dang.
So like,
Can you tear? Or
as
cut
far
the
as
pocket away?
room, not much.
Actually, what I was going to do, I would like to use weapons of the wild to turn my hands into talons and cut her coat completely off her body.
Or just that part?
No, her entire coat.
Okay.
At this
Well,
point, he's tempted to strip her down naked.
You can get part of the coat because of where Savannah is, and unless there's some finagling, which I will need Derek to make me a drive check for. Savannah's big. She's big and she's heavy, and if she moves while Derek is driving, she will unbalance the car. The shocks are crying right now. Like she's
You need those new
7.5
struts?
feet tall and like
She's
210
yeah.
pounds. Like she big.
What? While Dane is leaned over into the backseat, Spindle Clutch is gonna slither over the center console and into the space between the driver's seat and the center console, and reach a hand out and
This is
help
like a
Derek
pool of a
drive.
person.
Just a spindly
This is my
hand
navigation system.
and takes the
So you
sixth
get-
position.
you
on
can
the
have
wheel.
Shit!
Extra dice for that too.
Oh, extra? Okay.
One extra because Spindle Clutch is assisting.
Nice.
All right.
I got
So,
successes on all my
Savannah's-
die.
Savannah starts to move so that Dane can get at the clothing, the coat, whatever. So basically she kind of moves, but when she moves closer to the door to get out of the way, you feel the car wanting to be heavier on that side, and you adjust accordingly to the now weird weight distribution that has happened in the back of the car while you're going through traffic looking for an abandoned lot, as was discussed. Or no, Spindle Clutch is giving you direction.
Correct.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
So
Spindle Clutch is my navigation system.
There you
Derek's
go.
just like, the manual said
Yes.
everybody has to wear seatbelts. This is illegal.
I am my own seatbelt, as it were.
What about what we've
okay.
done today is legal?
What?
I don't know,
No,
it's not the time.
I got a license. Like I had to do this. I don't remember taking the test.
Erica,
People keep saying there's a
eyes
test.
on the road.
Yeah.
Eyes on the road.
I'm helping
10 and
Dane,
2.
declose
Check the
We're going
mirrors.
to take
the
a
doctor.
We're going to take a left in 3.5 miles.
Yeah, what now?
5. Yeah. Okay. But like that way would be shorter. Okay.
No, we are
You
going,
gag her?
We're going to my special basement.
Sim's helping Dane strip the doctor.
like a hollow or
There.
okay.
Oh, if she needs
Yes.
All
her
right.
mouth stuffed,
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
gag
No.
it.
I go. I didn't hear. Couldn't hear what was happening.
Yeah.
Is it the special
Who's
basement?
stuffing whose mouth with the special basement? I have concerns
No.
about
Sim is stripping the doctor.
why.
I'm helping Dane. We're tag teaming.
Yeah, you got
Savannah
furs on
has
both ends. It's fine. Good on you guys.
Savannah has sat Dr. Cassidy's limp body up so that and Sim is gonna help you remove the clothes, at least the coat. So you tear with your claws. Sim is like pulling on the other end to get it off. Well, Spindle Clutch directs Derek to where they're going. This car is a clown car. You're clowns.
It's a clown
One-
car. We're working on getting
I'm
things
kidding.
off and going in the right direction.
I'm sorry, but I think Luke cut the springs on this one to try to lower it, so that's why it's being difficult for you.
Oh God!
So,
Definitely cut the fucking.
yeah, once
Okay.
It is a known fact that all clowns are tunnel grubs, and that is how they fit so many into a car.
that's a fucking terrifying thought.
Makes a lot of
I love
sense,
that.
though.
I love that.
How many tunnel grubs can you fit in a Volkswagen Beetle?
How many can you fit?
69. No,
I
I'm just
don't
kidding.
Jesus, Sim, what is? Do you want to be alone with this woman?
No.
It's a trick question. It's a trick question. The answer is how high can you count?
Oh, God Almighty.
I
So
I
once
don't
I cut,
understand what's going on.
Just drive.
Why are we
Just
counting?
drive. Just drive.
It's this is the 16-mile marker, so that means I got 3 more miles. Like
Don't worry, young master Derek. We are going to take a lift at the next light.
once
alright.
I cut that pocket off, he's keeping the pocket.
Okay.
But I also want to check my hand to see if the needles broke the skin.
They did.
Great.
Now I'm gonna have you roll something for me.
Shoot.
I'm going to
A
inject her in the fucking neck with one of these.
A stamina and resolve, please.
Dane, you should have had somebody suck out the poison.
There's
No.
still time.
you know, I think
Just
sucking is the only
spindle-
thing that hasn't happened. So
Just Spindle Clutch's mouth comes out of the fucking crevasse.
I can get in your bloodstream. Two.
you have gone too far.
Let me in. That's such a tight space. It will be glorious. I will feel so at home.
What you notice is that your finger, when you go to check, It's numb. It's numb. Can't feel it. And it's starting to spread a little bit.
Can you look at what you got stuck with? Can you open up the pocket and see if you can read what you got stuck with?
I mean, who the fuck has needles in their damn pockets in case they put their damn hand in? He's gonna.
One would use a biohazard disposal for such a thing. It is quite unorthodox to keep unprotected needles in one's pocket.
True.
He's gonna take the pocket
Dr.
and
Cassidy
try to empty it out on Dr. Cassidy, so it's not
Okay.
touching anyone else. Like if there's a freeze, like on her chest or something or whatever, just like gently do it. So,
You empty it
Doesn't
out.
hurt.
Let me.
like,
Okay.
oh my god!
Just a boob
This-
shelf catches all the items right on the pocket. Is that what we're doing?
I mean, the fact I just said I want to empty out in her chest. You know, it's we're not helping ourselves.
Wow. This is bad. This
So
is
you empty it
bad.
out.
How did this
Okay,
happen?
trying.
We are so not trying. We hate this woman.
You could try.
This
Little
is
effort.
terrible. There is
Cheers.
nothing here. But for some
Cheers.
reason,
Yours.
is she a
I
fairist?
viewers, I promise you, we are not sexual deviants. This is all a mistake. We say these words.
Speak for yourself.
I mean,
Speak for
Avery's
yourself.
a sexual deviant, but look at those glasses, can't you tell? We
All right here. It's all right here.
we apologize.
I
Again.
don't know.
We do not give advice. This is make believe time, and none of what happened is an okay thing to do in the real world. So just don't.
No.
Maybe
Unless
we
it's
don't.
consensual.
So yeah, he's gonna try and empty the pocket onto her boob shelf.
Okay.
That's how we're
Safe bet
describing
with
it.
that one. Hey, a safe bet with that because the fabric usually protects that area, so you know it's fine. So you dump it out.
No stains.
And what you see is a little, it's about this big, and it's banded in iron. And then you see it's got this little mechanism on it. It has a little hole. Pretty small. It's a pretty narrow little hole in this, whatever this device is. It's got a little lever, banded in iron.
Okay.
And then 2 needles. One of which has a clear liquid in it, and the other one that has a milky white liquid.
I'm glad you emptied that.
I
out of the
didn't know we
chest.
were gonna have this kind of a night, so I didn't think it would be a problem. I know
It's-
we're having one of those games, okay?
So he's gonna take the pocket.
The
And he's
pocket,
gonna-
yes.
He's gonna reach over and grab the iron thing.
All right. It's
Ah,
bearable
he's-
to touch when you do that.
And he's gonna fuck out the window.
You throw it out the window?
Yep.
All right, you chuck it out the window.
I wanted to investigate the thing full of fluid.
No. The iron thing is what went out the window.
Oh, okay,
The
good.
thing that had the
So we-
iron on
so we
it.
saved
Wait, you
the
can
vials.
still
He
you
couldn't
can
have
still
fucking touched
inspect
that.
the fluid. Yeah.
I got protection. Don't worry. I could have investigated.
And he's gonna pick up the syringes.
One of them is labeled Night Night, and the other one is labeled as Goodbye.
Fuck.
Oh, she's batshit crazy.
Wow. One's the
Yeah,
Either-
that's what we were trying to tell you guys back at the back
She's
at
actually a nut job. Like, very much actually insane.
Well,
Oh, dear.
So one's a roofie
Yeah,
and
she-
the other's
she
a deadly
lied.
disease.
yeah. Either
One's
I'm
a
gonna
what now?
drown.
There's
One's a what now?
there's
Tim? What'd you say?
I said, is one a roofie and the other a deadly disease? It's terrible.
Well, either I'm
And
going to
the
die
points
or I'm going
go
to have
to
a really good
Sin,
sleep.
because that's exactly what they are.
Yeah, either I'm going to die or I'm going to go to sleep. Yeah, well,
What a
sleep
way to
for
Finger
one.
go.
getting them, with your finger getting them, and the way that it's going, and the fact that you can kind of see your blood on the tip of the one that says goodbye on it, you
Oh.
poked yourself with the poison.
Okay, then it was true. We
Which-
need to suck the poison out.
Well, once we get back to my hollow,
You know what?
I have a bit of medicine that may help you along your way, Master Day.
On what? You want to kill me faster? I'm a fucking what?
Oh no!
Help you with your quest. That is what you're concerned about, after all. Yes, is continuing your quest to save Our Lady of Autumn. Yes, and I have pledged to help you in any way that I can, which includes access to my private stock of goblin medicine.
But here's the thing, Spindy. This bitch probably made this herself. So probably she's the only one with the antidote.
Well,
No, I don't know.
She's the one who made Pippin's medicine.
Well, Master Dane, lucky for us, I am twice as clever and thrice intelligent.
I don't know if I have that much time. My arm's going dead.
Not
Well,
quite. It's
Derek.
mostly just these two fingers at the moment, but it's slowly
It's
creeping.
the two.
Just the two.
Just the
If you
two.
wouldn't
The two.
mind,
We're working our way up.
Derek, if you wouldn't mind, I'm going to take control of the gas pedal, if you don't mind.
No, we have to go the speed limit. That's the.
I need a fucking
Oh
cigarette.
no, we don't.
I need a smoke.
Gary? If you don't
Spindle
drive
clutches
faster,
foot.
I
I
know.
will
I'm just
inject
gonna
it
be
into
off
your
screen
fucking
for a
neck.
minute to get like it's just. I'm gonna go
You're
have
gonna
my
need a
bad
spindle
habit
for all
because
this,
I
huh?
Jesus.
Bad habits lead to lateness. Anyway, go on.
Spindle clutches leg and foot wrap around the edge of the seat like a snake and just push Derek's foot down on the gas pedal.
But the speed limit. Mr. Spindleclutch,
don't
like,
worry,
Eric,
But
it's
the-
okay to drive. This is
don't worry.
important.
Don't worry about the speed limit right now, Master Derek. Dane is dying very, very soon.
Oh,
Yeah, there's-
okay.
oh, I
We're
guess
going
me
to save
saying,
him.
oh dear.
We're going to
We have
save
to go
him
faster.
from imminent. We're going to save him from imminent death.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
You'll be
And
a
we go-
hero, and I, as the keeper of the Autumn Court, I will bestow upon you the goodwill of the Autumn Court for saving my young Master Dane. Now, drive very quickly.
Yeah, no. Derek, pedal to the floor. Yep. And I roll a 5, so we get there at least safely, right?
That 5 was to avoid Savannah tipping the fucking car over. You get to re-roll with
Okay, perfect.
Spindle clutches assist.
I'm sorry, you guys have to be in my lap, otherwise you can't hear me. So keep hitting the fucking mic. Okay. Ooh.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm half tempted to inject her with this good night stuff myself. Right in the fucking eyeball.
Master Dane, we do not roof the ladies.
No. No. I'm not roofing that one. This one's the death
Not
one.
messy, because I filled up my glamour, but I got 5 again.
Nice.
What is death but a more permanent roofing?
You know what,
On that
Clutchy?
note,
That's dark.
you get to the hollow safely and speedy.
Yes.
Yeah,
This
so
pulls in, sliding stop.
yeah. Where Derek is being directed is the back lot of a very, very, very shifty looking second-hand store. Like surrounded by tenement buildings and like the oldest part of town. Like, this place was definitely built in the 1910s. Like, it's half falling apart.
Yes, Callie, it is without a doubt the kinkiest kidnapping you've ever seen.
Oh, I'm so glad you weren't there for the first one. Anyway,
Spindle
Attack
Clutch will,
Chronicle 1 was bad.
will slither across Derek's lap and out the crack in the window.
Is anyone else unsettled? I'm unsettled.
And assume their full size form at that point.
Yeah, Derek is going to reach,
Straighten their jacket.
grab Dane, pull Dane out of the car.
I'm not a fucking invalid. Just my hand. I'm alright.
Dying.
You're dying.
You're dying.
Clutch said you were dying. We have to.
Aye.
I don't know how. I'm not prepared to deal with that. So you have to. You're not allowed to die. You're not allowed to die.
It is how you say, Master Dick. Very green for him to die.
It's green. It's green.
I have no
Little Clutch
intention.
gets it. It's green. It's green.
Very green of you,
And yet,
Master Dick.
we're sat here fucking talking. Shall we move?
You're getting green.
This is happening while you're being removed from the car and walked in.
Yeah.
Getting greener by the moment.
And Spindle Clutch will run their finger down the crack between the cellar doors and then wiggle through them and wiggle through the crack and then open them from the inside.
Nice.
I'm just sat
Then
here
grab the bag.
holding these here. I'm being dragged away. Fucking.
Savannah has grabbed Dr. Cassidy.
You can't let me die. Savannah will be very upset.
Welcome, my friends, and I must invite you all in, or you will be struck down by the powers of my wards. So, with all grace and love in my heart, you are all welcome here in the darkest darkness. Whenever you would like to visit, please come in.
Fletchy.
What is mine is yours.
I appreciate that, but come on, a bit faster here. We're dying here.
There's such
Full-handed.
a thing called ceremony, Master Dane. Ceremony.
You're dying.
We'll have plenty of time for ceremonies if he dies.
Oh no, we're dying.
Yes, we're all dying, Master Dane. Come on.
Who's throwing the wake?
This is why we should not visit Dr. Cassidy. Every time we visit Dr. Cassidy, we're dying. It's green. It's too green. It's all green.
All right.
And as we slowly make our way down the stairs into Spindle Clutch's hollow, it slowly becomes less of stairs and more of a slick, damp stone ramp that leads into this very this very claustrophobic cave complex. That is lit.
Dane, make a will save.
Oh shit. I'm dying.
It's lit by these wax. They're wax hands with wicks coming out of the end of the fingers. And there is the soft string quartet which plays gently. If any of you have a taste for classical orchestral music, it is playing the Erlkönig by Saban Volk.
I'll have to look that one up.
One success.
So, Derek.
No, Dane, you're not staying. Your hand is only numb. You don't need to be here. This is ridiculous. You're not fucking dying.
No.
No. Now you're dying. This place is making you die.
No.
You can't breathe.
Nope. I need that. Nope. I'm fine. I'm going back upstairs. No.
Dane, Master
No.
Dane, just break something.
Fucking no.
Break something.
No.
It'll make you feel better.
No.
It'll
Fucking
make you feel better.
no. I'm going back. Let go, Derek. Let
There's
fucking
no
go of me,
way
Derek.
out. You'll be trapped.
He needs-
If you try
he
to
needs
I
open
escape, you'll be
spaces.
No,
trapped.
He needs open
I will break through
spaces.
that fucking
He
door.
needs-
Fucking let me out of here now.
He
Fucking let
needs
me go.
space. He
Let
needs
me fucking
open
go.
spaces.
Let me
He needs
fucking go.
open spaces.
Let me
Okay,
fucking go.
Savannah's
Yeah.
like,
Let me fucking go.
Okay.
Let me fucking go. I will kill all
One-
of you. Let me fucking go.
one of-
Right now. I
one
want
of
to
the
Yeah,
jump all
we're
of you.
wards
gonna-
Let me fucking
turns.
go.
Okay,
Drop him.
go.
One of the wards turns Spindle Clutch's hollow into a labyrinth, and you can only get out if you let go.
you only get out of what?
If he lets you out. That's the first ward is the labyrinth ward.
Savannah's gonna drop Dr. Cassidy, and she's gonna turn to you, Spindle Clutch, and be like,
I'll
if you're
take-
truly a friend, you will not do this. Let him out.
We'd have the medicine first. Go.
He's
I'll fetch the medicine.
claustrophobic. Let him get a little bit of air. He'll come back in. Just give him a minute.
Hold on.
And the
Yeah.
whole cave expands around them.
You feel better when the cave expands.
I'll take Dr. Cassidy.
As feelings.
As,
Yeah, no, Savannah just and she just cracked against the ground.
Oh, dear. I'll go pick Dr. Cassidy up by her hair.
You must. I would beg your forgiveness, Master Dane. I'm used to slithering about down here.
Yeah, well, what's good for you doesn't mean it's good for everybody else.
So
Hold on. Would this help a little bit?
And a soft breeze starts to move through the cave
It helps.
and carries the smell of violets as it gently wafts through the cave.
So, Derek, while stupid, does have 2 dots in medicine. Would it be possible for him to take a look at Dane?
I have a couple
You
dots
can
He
of
knows
go
how
medicine.
to
ahead
do a
if-
little bit of first aid, basically, and trauma care for things that he does when he gets mad.
Let me check Savannah's sheet real quick. If she can help. Anyone who has medicine can try to help.
I can contribute. I got a couple dots of medicine too.
anything, blood for the blood gods.
contribute.
Commonly known as the beanie.
Spindle Clutch is gonna slither down one of the hallways and grab the medicine chest and bring
Okay.
Dane's just gonna sit on the floor.
Yeah, with the
You
open
can't really do
space
much.
and the breeze, you feel a little bit better than you did when you first entered.
I'll also be back in 1 second.
Okay.
No
right.
worries.
All right, with the medicine chest or the medicine box that has been brought to you, you're gonna get it's 2 extra dice to the roll plus
Yep.
anyone assisting.
Spindle Clutch has gone through a great amount of favor bargaining at the Goblin Market to get a decent
Oh,
medicine chest.
okay.
Oh. It's 3 dice because it's intelligence and medicine
Yeah.
plus 2. So that's 5.
Plus-
Is anybody else helping?
He got the medicine chest being more decent is going to give you 4 extra dice plus Spindle Clutch plus sim. So
Ridiculous amount of dice. Perfect.
it's a good medicine chest.
It's a good medicine chest.
I pulled up Dr. Cassidy by her hair off the floor and pulled
Yep.
her up.
We know.
Okay, just curious.
I had to
Poor
play.
Cassidy.
I had to
Not
play.
really, fuck
a
that bitch,
very-
Fuck this bitch.
I had to play a very rude trick on a very large giant for some of this medicine, and it was not a very good time. I was planted several hundred feet.
5.
5.
5, 5, 5.
So looking at this, the numbness, where it started, how it's slowly progressing, it's a little bit hard to tell how much of the toxin actually got into Dane's system. Just because you don't know the exact amount that was in the syringe before he pricked himself on it. But based on it, you can tell it is moving far more slowly than this poison absolutely should. At the moment, it's only causing numbness, but based on a little bit of tingling when you pinch the areas at the edges of the finger, if it progresses too much faster, it's going to potentially cause some superficial damages. Nothing that you believe is going to kill Dane, at least not with the dosage you believe he got. As far as an antitoxin goes, because you don't know what is in the toxin, the best you can assume is you're gonna have to find a way to flush Dane's system. So saline solution, banana bags, things like that, to essentially just get as much of it to run through as possible is the only thing you know how to do right now that's going to help. Otherwise, you're going to have to analyze what's in the actual syringe itself to figure out exactly what she concocted, or wait for her to wake up, which will be here in a little bit because Sim, you can hear her groaning.
Okay, so is there anything like that in the medicine chest?
Ooh.
I mean,
saline solution or anything? Because we have
yeah,
syringes,
I mean,
apparently.
It's a basic medicine chest plus a little bit of goblin medicine that that Spindle Clutch has bargained for over the last few years.
Now,
I do have a quick question.
Yes.
Doctor is unconscious. Yes.
Yes.
Spindle Clutch is going to try and go into her dream.
I can help with that.
Clarity checks.
While they're prepping to do that, Sim's going to tie her up.
All right.
I'll just sit here and die then.
No, you're not gonna die.
You're not
I'm not
dying.
sure what you're. Yeah, Derek's gonna be like, okay, so I'm not sure what's killing you, but you're gonna be okay. It's just gonna hurt a little bit. I just need to flush your system a little with the. Ooh, no.
6 successes on a pool of 5.
6 successes on a pool of 5. All right. You do not lose clarity. Derek, what were your rolls?
I rolled the clarity check. I don't know what else I need to roll for the dream contract.
Right now you just how did you get at least 1 success on your clarity?
Clarity? I thought clarity. Oh no, clarity is when you roll.
Clarity is like humanity, so you're gonna roll the 3, and if you get no successes, you lose a clarity.
Okay. All right.
That's why. Yeah. This is called a clarity sin. Invading someone's dream without their permission is a clarity sin.
Nice.
That's enough. So you do not lose clarity. Now, you go ahead and you go into the dream. You don't actually need to make a roll to go into somebody's dream, except the clarity check. The contracts help you navigate the dream, change it, decipher it, feed from it, but it's not necessary to enter it. So what you go in to see a house. It's a nice house. It's the house of someone you expect to be a doctor. But it does the thing that dreams do. It extends, it expands, it contracts as you walk through. You hear voices coming from somewhere. And you see, rounding a corner, a nursery. Clearly a child's room. 5 or 6. And you see Dr. Cassidy, and she has no scars on her face. She's smiling at a child who looks a lot like her. And the child is asking if she can go out to play. And she's helping her put her coat on. This little girl is very excited. She's jumping around.
Spindle Clutch is gonna spider climb up the corner.
You're gonna spider climb onto what? Sorry, you cut out there.
Up into the corner of the room
Okay.
and just starts softly singing just enough out of key. 1, 2, I am coming for you.
From the window, as soon as you start singing, from the window you see black tendrils come up, start to block the light, and the window bursts open, the glass scattering in all directions, and the vines that look so similar to the hedge start pouring through and climbing up the walls. And someone steps out from the massive vines. Derrig, you recognize this figure. Spindle Clutch, you've heard of him, and he looks so similar to Savannah. It's no wonder he's her keeper, as the master of the Wild Hunt steps out and takes Dr. Cassidy's child. She tries to fight him. These claws extend from his hand and swipe across her face, where the scars are. And he retreats, with her screaming, child begging her mom to help her.
Fuck that dude too.
Yeah. Derrig, even though it's a dream, still tries. He knows what it's like.
You're gonna try to fight the master of the Wild Hunt?
Mm-hmm.
Oh no. His dreams
His
can hurt
virtue,
you.
man. His
I
virtue.
know. All right. Go ahead and roll a strength and brawl, and if you have any contracts, or if you want to use any of your contracts of dreaming, you can.
Absolutely. See, what's that? What's that one?
Making me feel sorry for the bad guy. Damn it, Myla.
Fickle favor is getting used as well. Fuck the
On-
master of the Wild Hunt.
Who are you? You're using fickle fate, you mean? Because I think
Yeah.
it's favored fate is the one that gives a bonus to somebody else.
Yeah, I
All
have
right.
them as a slash. Yeah. Oh, that's. Eight. Four?
Or will take away 2 of his dice.
Oh no, I'm still counting.
Oh,
I got a crit.
nice.
7.
All right. So it takes effect.
Because that dude tried to 1, currently kidnapping a child. Also,
Fair.
was one of the reasons that we got fucked over when trying to run out of the hedge. And yeah.
All right. So you run at him. All right. Go ahead and roll your strength and brawl. I'm assuming you used your fickled fate already. Oh, that's right. Is your strength and brawl your 7 then?
Yeah.
Okay.
While this is going on, Spindle Clutch will basically launch themselves out of the corner and coil around the doctor's body like a snake,
Oh gosh.
whispering in her ear.
Uh-huh.
You poisoned my friend. A very dear friend of mine. Who I would quite literally destroy the heavens and the earth to protect. I can save your child. But you will save my friend. You will tell me what I need to disable the poison. I will save your child for you, Miss Cassidy. Am I understood?
Go ahead and roll the dreaming contract that allows you to alter themes and stuff to evoke an emotion. Derek, you run at the master of the wild hunts.
Yeah.
You go to hit him.
Claws
and
and jaw.
You get a solid hit and you bite down and you you feel his flesh tear.
Mm.
And he just turns and looks down at you. Takes his fist and slams it square into your gut. I got 10 successes with a double critical. And it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts. And
Yeah.
you stagger back a second because you know it's a dream. You do, but it's that superficial damage that you know you're gonna take.
I'm gonna wake up with it, yeah.
You're gonna take 5 superficial damage from that. What'd you get? Civil clutch. You got what?
I think they're saying 4 with a crit. 1 crit for 4.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Am I cutting out again?
You could, yeah, a little bit. It was
You were.
it was rough there
Better
for a
now.
minute. Yeah.
A small bit of resilience.
I think this mic is having a bit
Yeah, it
of
is.
issue.
It's having
A
a day.
small bit of resilience is the one that does what now?
It helps with damage. I have to roll my resolve and weird.
Okay. So Dr. Cassidy's dream self starts crying. Her face is bleeding. She's now watching this total stranger in her dream. As this is a past self in her mind. Fighting off this creature. Yeah. Whatever you need me to do, I can do. What is the toxin?
Antidote for your goodbye. Toxin. You will tell me what it is.
She rambles off a chemical composition. I don't know the exact. I'm not a chemist. I'm not a pharmacist, but you know it.
And this can be countered with goblin medicine, yes?
Yeah, more than likely, it's normal. It's normal human. It's a normal human poison.
But you work with the fetch children. Are you not a fetch child yourself?
No, I don't think so.
What do you gain from working with them, Doctor? Revenge. So piteous to devolved.
Yes.
Revenge. Then I will make sure my friend whom you've poisoned gives you a good death.
And Spindle Clutch will receive. Oh shit.
Oh no!
Everything broke all of a sudden. Sorry.
Yeah. Spindle Clutch will just say,
Been one of those nights.
I will make sure then that for your petty revenge and the wrath you have wreaked on my queen, my young friend whom you have poisoned, she was swift and honorable death.
Spindle Clutch will recede from the dream.
So you leave the dream. You come back out. You
Yeah.
sat down, done like a meditative thing. Sim,
Master Sim,
Dane, what are you guys doing while they're in the dream?
Dane's just sat.
Okay.
He's not moving because that'll make the blood go faster. So he's like perfectly still.
I'm securing
Just
Dr.
like-
Cassidy.
Yep.
Tying her
I've
up.
got her
Derek's
secured.
hand
I
is
would just
still,
like to
wrapped
mention-
around.
The sheer amount of slugs in this cave is ridiculous.
Yeah,
There's so many slugs in here.
Nope.
slugs don't bother Dane. We're good.
So
They're just they have no fear of people. They're gonna crawl all over.
oh, gross.
Sim's dehydrating them as soon as they crawl onto him.
Now that's just a consequence of being fire elemental. What did you decide there, Derek?
Oh, I rolled 5. I pulled up the contract because I was like, why don't I have anything written? There's nothing written. It just says a little bit of resilience. I have to roll resolve and weird.
I edited that. I did. You have the old one. I edited it for when we did the one shot. So basically what it does is the next time you get hit, some of the damage will be absorbed. It's a lot
Okay.
like
All right, so yeah, I rolled 5.
you rolled
on that.
5. All right.
Trying to grab the child, and
He gets all his dice back for this one. All right. So go ahead and roll a strength, and we'll go with athletics because you're trying to pull the child out of his hand without the child being ripped in half by the 2 strong people yanking on
yeah,
her.
it's just
Because that's going to be fucking traumatizing.
yeah. Bravery, man, bravery. It's a problem. 4. I
The
got
sound, the
another
amount-
7.
Very upsetting.
Yeah.
At least it wasn't bestial failure or a botch.
Yeah.
And he got an 8.
Can I burn her willpower?
You can win at a cost if you want, or you can burn a willpower.
I will burn that willpower.
All right, go ahead and
I got 8.
you got 8.
Yeah. Which is funny because I rolled a 7 for my 1 success on those 3 die. 7s
right.
and 5s. That's what we're doing. 7s, 5s, 4s.
You pull the child free of the master of the wild hunt's hands.
Yeah.
And he reaches out with one of his oved deer legs.
Mhm.
And he's gonna kick you. The full on away horse kick. Oh no.
He really
Oh.
wants this little child.
Yep.
Wait a minute. How long ago was this?
This was 5 years ago.
Okay.
Derek is fighting with the dream right now. A memory.
Yep. Once he gets kicked by the hoof.
You take
Does he
8 a superficial damage.
Damn.
I'm at a ag into superficial.
Does that include the contract you just used, which sort of halves the superficial again? Down to 4?
Does it have it?
It does.
And I just have full superficial. Yeah.
I was gonna say that was halved. I halved it for you.
Oh, then yeah, cool. Is Spindle Clutch now gone?
Spindle Clutch is now gone. He's been gone for a second.
Okay. Now we pop out of the dream.
Yes, Master Sim, if you, young Master Sim of the Winter Court, would you mind applying a mild goblin medicine from the chest to our young Master Dane here, so that he can get his just revenge on this petty, ignorant bitch that we have died.
First of all, what happened? Did I miss something?
I'm gonna get it over to the goblin chest.
I invaded a dream and I dissected her dream self to divulge the nature of the poison which she used, which can be countered with the goblin medicine. And then I determined that her only motivation for moving against our kind is petty spite, and therefore I promised her a honorable death at your hand, because I had anticipated that that is what you would like to carry out on behalf of our queen and our quest.
What else did you see?
Sim comes back with the goblin medicine.
No,
Dane.
Dane. It'll go all purple.
You just pop out of the dream before that conversation, so you pop back out, and you feel like you've been kicked by a goddamn horse.
What the fuck happened to you? Jesus.
Clutch your chest, and you're just like,
Young Master Derek decided that he would like to engage in ritualistic combat.
Don't talk. No.
Savannah is gonna need to make a will save because that was just said.
What was he doing there?
Failed.
Fuck. Everybody be failing.
Oh shit, Savannah, honey. No.
Yeah, it's gonna turn purple. It's all gonna turn purple.
I'm getting the medicine for you, Dane. Or actually, I'm bringing it over to Spindle first, I assume, because
oh no,
Since it's Spindle Clutch's domain, can Spindle Clutch spend a point of glamour to give her dice boost?
or a willpower save?
Spindle.
No,
yeah, since it's Spindle Clutch's
not for willpower. And she failed, and her go-to thing when she fails is she needs a row. So she starts crying and calling for Ro, because hers is dependent, and she's dependent on Ro.
We last left Ro at the freehold, though, right?
Rose at the freehold. Savannah. Rose at the freehold. We can go. We can.
Well, hold on. Ro has a phone, right?
Yeah, Ro has the phone.
Do we have cell service in the hollow?
Depends. That's up to Spindle Clutch. It's his hollow. Some hollows you do, some hollows you don't. Depends on how deep into the hedge they are. Even though this one has a connection to the mortal world, it might be deep enough in the hedge. So
I think, for the sake of people who have been invited in, cell phone service works. For those who have invaded, as soon as they come in and take the damage, their cell phone service negates.
okay. So you call Ro.
Yeah.
I call Ro, put her on speaker, and hand the phone to Savannah.
And Savannah's just crying and basically just like, saying like, where are you? I need to see you. Are you okay? And Rose, I'm fine. Like, obviously, like, what happened, what's wrong, you know. So they just have this conversation, and like Savannah, just this big muscular woman is just sat on the floor with her dog legs, sobbing her eyes out.
Spindle Clutch will kind of move over and sidle up to her. There, mistress. It's quite all right. Mistress Rosemary, if you would like to come over to the darkest darkness, you're always welcome. I do think that yes, our friend, our dear friend Savannah would benefit from your presence. So if you would like to come to the shop, I will let you in. I would love to have you here. Yes.
I'll be there in just I'll be just a minute.
Wonderful.
While this is all happening, Dane's just sat there going, oh,
Yeah, Derek's helping Dane.
Sim,
Well, like,
Sim got the medicine for you.
yeah.
Yes, Sim, inject it directly into Master Dane's eyeball. No, that's a joke. No.
Just give me the fucking
It's
bottle.
it's just a goblin fruit. Eat the fruit, Master Dane. You'll be all right.
I'll eat it. He'll just eat it.
And it your hand stops tingling, the feeling comes back, everything's fine. And can we not make this the sign there? Please.
What else did you see? In the dream.
Is Savannah far enough away?
Savannah's yeah.
You don't need to mention their name, but what else did you see?
Master Dane, perhaps this is not the conversation. Over in the moment, Master Dane, perhaps we can discuss this at a later date.
Perhaps, but I would rather, especially I'd rather know what you guys saw so I can use it against her when she wakes up. We're not done talking.
Her child.
Dick, that, not, no.
What did her child look like?
Her.
It's not important at the moment, Master Dane.
It might be.
It's not. There's nothing that we can do for those who are taken the way that we are taken.
Oh, I never said I was going to get the child back.
During the conversation, you notice that Dr. Cassidy has woken up. And she's sitting there watching you.
There is no prudence in rubbing salt in a wound, Master Dane.
Sim will go over and sit next to the bound
You don't know my
Dr.
methods.
Cassidy.
I know that our queen valued your service. Values your service. Do not dishonor her with your action, Master Dane.
Did you gag her?
No.
You said
what?
you gagged her. You did. You said you gagged her. I'm pretty
you said
sure.
Bound.
I said bound.
Bound.
I said bound.
Oh, okay.
I haven't gagged her.
She
Got
spits
it.
on you. Yeah.
Do we see her being awake?
While you guys were talking,
Mm-hmm.
no. You do, however, hear her spit on Sif.
Also, as per the
That wasn't very nice.
word,
Mm-hmm.
she does wish each and every one of us harm. Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
She takes 1 level of aggravated damage for each of us in the room.
Each of us in the room, oh, she dies. Yeah,
Oh.
she'll die immediately from that. So if you had questions for her,
Oof.
she doesn't get to
Oh, well.
answer them.
That is, as soon as she is conscious in her waking mind, she would
Yep.
take a level of aggravated damage per changeling she wanted to harm in the room.
All right. So what then that doesn't happen. Sim, you notice her die. you notice that she's not breathing anymore.
Mm.
Because she would love to kill all of you, and that's 5 changeling.
Mm.
She is a human woman, a very, very small human lady. So
Like I said, what hell's happened in the dream? What did the child look like? I don't know if she's dead.
She looked like her.
Sim would have to tell you. Sim's noticed.
Yeah.
You know the way of dreams, Master Day, and they are.
I don't. No, Spindy. I have no. I didn't even know you guys could eat out of dreams. I have no idea about that shit. That's brand new to me.
Dreams are more interpretation than reality. If she believed that the child looked like her, then in the dream the child would look like her. It's impossible to tell. Master Dane, the dreams of men and women are, and non-binaries. I've learned that term recently. The dreams of humanity are subject to their own whimsy.
It's the expiration.
Bollocks.
This was more memory though, based on the glass.
But remember, Master Dane and Master Dick, the lifetimes of men are short. Memories even last shorter. Whatever it is that we believe that we saw could not be. It could be all of the truth. It could be none of the truth. It could be a quarter of the truth. It could be a half of the truth. It could be 3/4 of the truth. We will never truly know.
I'll be
We
honest
can
with
ask
you.
her.
I'll be honest with you, Clutchy. That was way too much fucking math. We'll need to wait for her to wake up. She's obviously. Sam.
Sim, you were still the only one that knows.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good
2 plus
turn.
2 is 4 minus 1. That's 3. Quick.
Sim is going to check for a pulse.
Yeah.
Nope. She has no
Sam.
pulse.
Nothing.
She's dead. Nothing.
She woke up and
The fuck?
she's gone.
The fuck do you mean?
She's gone. She woke up and she died.
Dane's gonna get up,
Might have
walk over
been
and
the
kick
hunt.
her. Oi! The
She's
fuck
not
did you two
breathing.
do?
I didn't do anything. She woke up.
I didn't say you, Sam. I said these
He
two.
meant the, yeah, he meant the other two.
He came in and I got a good bite in. But maybe because we were in there.
Derek, it is not your fault. If there is any fault, that fault lies with me.
The fuck happened?
This hollow is warded against those who do us harm.
Jesus. Fucking.
It seems that her body was too frail to survive.
Clutchy, do me a favor. Open a way for me to get out of here for a second because I am going to do something that you will all regret if you don't. Please let me out of here for a couple of seconds. I need to go.
Would you like your own room here?
No,
can
I would
craft-
rather go out and see the sky.
I can
I
make a
would
sky
like.
for you if you.
I'm asking. Please, let me out of here, please.
You can go and come whenever you like, Master Dane. It's part of your invitation. You can leave whenever you
Thank
feel.
you. Dan is gonna leave.
Savannah will follow
Dan is
you.
fucking furious.
Mm-hmm. Savannah will get up and follow you because she's expecting Ro.
Eric's curled up on the ground.
Yeah.
Spindle Clutch is going to grab onto the dead body and start to drag it down the hallways.
Mm-hmm.
Going to take her to the mortuary wax chamber.
All right.
Ew.
Ew.
A fresh hand for the wall.
This is fine.
He's going to begin the process of revitalizing her flesh with mortuary wax. so that she
Wonderful.
can answer questions,
Now,
even though she's dead.
as a Darkling, Spindle Clutch, you would know one of the very few ways to get in contact with her spirit is through a grave rite.
So that's why he's starting to coat her in gray wax and get her ready. And
Mm-hmm.
it's not great work. And Spindle Clutch has kept their mortuary chamber empty until now for a reason, but now it's important. And now she can't lie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is
wonderful.
it is a dank, wet chamber filled with large pots of hot wax.
Yeah.
And he's going to slowly start coating her body in mortuary wax.
What would the rest of you like to do while Spindle Clutch does that?
Eric wants to see his rug. So he's pulling out his phone, checking the camera.
Yeah, it's been a tough last half hour here, so.
Yeah, and like he's gonna pull up his shirt and look.
Oh, man. Hey,
It's bruised. It looks like a horse's hoof. It's just.
I think I can rummage up something.
Didn't dodge this time. I didn't dodge this time like last time.
I'm gonna do a roll for
bad.
Sim's medicine
was-
and do like bandages and liniment for his bruises.
I
Do
know
you
it was-
have one of your artificer contracts that will help?
I don't believe I have a specific artificer contract that'll help. No,
Thought I'd ask.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a straight medicine roll.
Okay.
Derek's gonna start babbling about, he knows it was a dream. He knows it was a dream, but she was right there, and he no one should have to deal with that because it hurts. Everything hurts
So he's going to be
all the time.
applying some ointment to the bruises, getting everything kind of bandaged up. You got a total of 6 successes with 1 crit.
That gets rid of that helps. You know that in a little while, if you just go and eat a large meal, you can be okay. But for now, it
I'm
soothes
just trying to make him
the
comfortable.
physical.
For the
Yeah,
yeah.
it soothes the physical pain.
Hey, Derek,
Yeah.
you're okay? You see your rug, right? Yeah. Here's something to eat. I know whatever happened in there was extraordinarily difficult for you. But I'm here. We're all here.
We're not there. We're not there.
Mm-hmm.
Not there. We're not there.
So, how long have we been in the hollow?
You guys have been in the hollow for probably about 30 minutes, 35 minutes.
Wonderful. I think right about now the servant slugs are bringing out trays of food and drinks.
Servant slugs.
They're
Lovely. Like the spiders.
Oh yeah.
They're snails, but instead of shells, they have these wonderful bronze brushed platters on their backs, and these platters have food and drinks, and it's all vaguely reminiscent of a 1934 cocktail party.
Oh gosh.
I am so sorry for what is about to occur.
Look,
You're
Derek,
gonna eat the slugs too?
Yes,
our food is coming.
Oh,
the whole platter.
Very
no.
slowly.
Just pick up the whole thing and shove it in his mouth. It's very disconcerting.
I mean, they're all
Sim's
chimeric.
used to it.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not 100% real.
Just go ahead and roll your gluttonous feast of health. Dane, you get outside with Savannah. She is a fucking mess. She is not happy. She is struggling, just existing at the moment, but she has joined you outside.
Bill's gonna sit down on the curb, or at least what resembles a curb.
Savannah starts pacing back and forth. Nervous energy. You can tell. You know, it's the same way with your claustrophobia. She's waiting for Ro to arrive, and not very patiently.
You okay, Sava?
This.
Whole
What
thing
good
went
did
tits
this
up.
do?
It did
What
fuck
good did
all.
this do? Because we didn't. What did we learn? I mean, we set the building on fire. Like, if she had notes there, and that building is gone, we can't even get a hold of her notes. Like, what?
Oh. Well,
We.
fucked up.
I mean, the last thing we can do is possibly go and find her place of residence. How many did you get? Your hand was off screen for me because of 4. You can heal a little bit of damage. Not as much as you were hoping for. Just go ahead and take away the aggravated.
Whew, I have a full superficial health check. And pieces of snail.
It's pretty gross,
wood
Sim.
shell? Yeah.
It's pretty gross. We could always try her house. I think that would be the only, because, I mean, that's...
Yeah, but we don't know where she lives, Sava. That's the problem.
Yeah, I know. We could
Hey.
find out. She has a driver's license, right? Like,
Hey, sit down. We're over here soon.
she'll sit
You're
down.
making me nervous and I'm already pissed off. He's gonna take his hand and put it in hers. Hold her hand.
She'll hold it back. Is that who she saw?
I think so.
That means he was here. He was here after I escaped.
Yeah. He probably tried to take someone to replace you. But you're irreplaceable. Flattery goes a long way.
Hey.
I just, I'm glad it wasn't me, but it could have been.
Coulda. But it wasn't. And now we're up shit creek once more without a fucking paddle because... What the fuck happened? How did she die?
I don't know. I don't know.
She was fine when I left her.
She's human. I mean, just...
At the very least, we at least took away some resources from the fucking church. But with a week to go, on that white rabbit bollocks.
Yeah. I mean, with everything we've heard, she sounded really important to the church.
Yeah.
So, well, that might hinder them.
Well,
it means we've
I don't
lost
think it's
any
going to hinder them a
information.
week. Yeah, it's not going to hinder them a week.
No. What do we do? What do we do from here?
Regroup, rethink, call a fucking necromancer.
The grave rites can do that.
The what and the who and the when where?
Darklings, grave rites.
Spindleclush's head just comes out from underneath the door.
Speaking of grave rites,
Dead! Jesus Christ, fucking Vatu! Stop it!
I forget that you're not used to my particular courtesies. I am very sorry about that. Mustard. Now, as it were, I am preparing the lady's body in grave wax so that she may be contacted for further questioning, at which she cannot lie.
She may not be able to lie, Spindy, but does that mean she has to answer? I mean, she was a bitch in life. I can't imagine she's more happy in death.
It does not mean that she has to answer. However, I did promise her that she would gain a swift
I
death.
mean, she got a fucking swift death. Bitch didn't even wake up.
May I finish, young Mustang?
Go for it.
I promised her a swift death at your hand, which did not occur, and therefore her soul cannot rest until her death comes from your hand. And so she would be, if she is wise, disposed to answering your questions so that her soul may rest.
Is that how it works? Are you sure that's how it works?
Oh, mortals, yes. We do not gain rest. Fortunately, we are beyond the mortal veil, at least as far as I'm concerned.
Well, that's
You
cheery.
may develop your own interpretation, but I hope that when it is that I die, I am enveloped in grave wax, so that I may continuously advise my young, beautiful friends, just like the two of you.
I promise you, Clutchy, when you die, I'll put you in wax and leave you in a closet for when people open, you can tear them.
I can put my eyeballs on the tips of my fingers.
And on that note, Sim, Derek, are you guys gonna talk before I have to imagine this horrific thing happening?
Jesus.
Ugh.
Derek's pretty
Ugh.
pretty bad right now. Even yesterday was a spigot night.
Mm-hmm.
There is still a medicine cabinet out and open.
True. Sim, Derek.
We're not going to talk about why Derek's not healing fully. It's fine. I mean, what now?
What now, indeed?
Yeah.
We kind of blew a bit of a lead here, so we're gonna have to.
Well. I mean, there's things Breed would probably know something.
Oh, I forgot to think of it at the time. I wonder if Clutch removed any of her personal effects before doing whatever they were doing.
Yeah.
Because we could at least look over a wallet or purse or what have you, whatever they had.
Yeah, maybe she has keys and
Something, anything.
a license with address.
I don't know where they
or something like that.
Where they went off to. I saw them dragging her off, but we'll ask them when they come back.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, we'll see if there's any personal effects that were of use.
Mm-hmm.
If not, we do like we always do. Pile into the mystery machine and figure shit out.
Yeah.
It's not like we haven't had setbacks before.
No. We got this, right?
Yeah, we do. We got this. We have people who want to help us get through this. So we may be down, but we're not out. That's for sure.
Yeah, we'll figure something out. We should probably get out of here.
Yeah. I just needed to let you know real quick, Derek, that I need to speak with Reed about something.
Okay.
Just me. It has something to do with Sarah. As we've discussed, there's something really off with her project.
Yeah.
And I'm going to need to take additional steps to make sure that doesn't come to fruition.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go talk with her about what might be the best course of action.
Do you think it's her that's causing the problems with the dreams? Never mind. You don't remember. Never mind. I'm sorry. Sorry. Let's go.
No, no. I hope to find out more, but I have to see about making sure Sarah doesn't fall to any more danger first.
Yeah. Keep Sarah safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'll keep you posted as we go.
Okay.
They're just gonna put a hand on their shoulder and give some reassuring.
So Derek, like, when you reach out, like, does the swerve, but then stops and lets you do it.
Yeah, just a very gentle, reassuring squeeze on the shoulder because he knows you're beat up.
Yeah. Still can taste blood in his mouth.
Yeah.
Tasty.
Not for Derek. It goes on the beanie.
Guys,
The blood is for the beanie.
I think we'll probably get up and regroup if Dane and them are outside.
Yep. And you see Spindle Clutch as you're going. You see he squeezed through, and like, you know, you're kind of like not sure where he starts and ends as you're walking by. You're just like, is there a head here, or what am I looking at?
I think Spindle Clutch will pop back in quick. Are these two Winter Fae very quick?
The Derek and Simmerwolf Winter Court.
Yes.
Yeah, he'll regard the two Winter Fae very quickly. Young Masters Sim and Derek, you are the first of your court to enter the darkest darkness. I do not invite many people here. And if I decide you cannot leave, you will not leave. But I have no desire to keep you here. You have done me a great service today, both of you. Which is a service I shall never forget. As long as I live and live again. Master Sim, you took great care of my young master there. Or rather, Dane. Forgive me, there's too many names which start. He is old to keep track of. Young Master Dane is very, very important to me. I believe wholeheartedly within my spirit he is meant to be the king of the Autumn Court. When Our Lady decides to abdicate her crown, I do believe in good time he will make a great ruler. And the Lord worthy servitude. However, now is not the time. He is quite a jackass in the moment.
Okay.
Thank you, Master Sim, for seeing to his health. I will not forget what you have done today. Master Derek, you showed the most impressive valor I have ever seen in my life in that dream. I've seen many things, Master Derek. I was in the United States Marines in the Pacific tour in the First World War, and I've never seen such bravery in the field of battle. You saw a foe taking a child, and you fought with valiance and honor and glory in your heart. And I will never forget this. You are a hero today, Master Dick.
Okay.
And so I offer you both this
as currently I do believe, with our queens missing, I am the highest ranking member of the Autumn Court. I offer you what I can. Both of you have the goodwill of the Autumn Court. You are welcome where we gather. And I will begin, if you would like, to teach you the basic elements of the contract of fleeting autumn. This I can begin to show you the foundations of who we are.
And you see that there are soft tears flowing down Spindle Clutch's cheek.
I love my young friends, Lady Savannah and Lady Rosemary and young Master Dane. You're quite important to me. And you looked after in a very kind and honorable fashion. You have my word. From now until the last day on which I draw my breath, you have my protection, and you have my wisdom at your disposal. Thank you for what you have done today. I know my young Master Dane is quite impulsive when he likes to be.
Understood.
One day he will rise to a station of all of us. And I would like, if he has friends like the two of you, that would make this old tunnel crab very happy.
You're welcome.
Mm-hmm. Understood.
I have decided this. I will partake on my last great adventure with you.
There's a fancy stick.
You said you are going across the hedge. I must warn you, I am a terrible coward. I don't like violence whatsoever, and I'm more likely to run than to face a powerful foe. However, I have learned many things in these 147 and 2 months that I've had of life. And all that I have learned is yours to access as you please.
Okay.
Alright.
Thank you. I'd like to go home now.
Yes,
Yeah.
young Master Dirk, I've heard from young Master Dane's pocket that you have a rug which needs looking in on. And I would very much like for that rug not to be neglected by a lack of your presence.
I just need to go make sure. I just have to check.
We'll get to there soon.
Needs your tender love and care.
So
You ready to go, Sim?
I am. Thank you again.
Of course, young Master Sim. If you have a moment, perhaps young Master Dirk can chat with Lady Savannah and young Master Dane outside, and I could have a word with you, young Master Sim.
You okay with
So
that,
next.
Derek?
Yeah.
So Derek leaves.
Mhm.
Ro has arrived.
Okay.
She and Savannah are sitting next to Dane, hugging each other and crying. Savannah is still holding on to Dane's hand while they talk about what happened and what to do next. And we are going to go ahead and end the session here with Spindle Clutch getting ready to tell Sim something as Derek goes to join everybody else on the curb.
Yep.
I mean, that was emotional.
We did it, guys!
We did it!
We did it!
I've been crying
did
for the
several
last
things. It's
20
okay,
minutes.
yeah.
But
I know Savannah was crying, and I'm like, I'm crying. I'm really crying right now.
Everybody
I was about to do something as well to make you all cry, but we ended.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We get to it at the
will-
beginning. We can start strong with
Start
the
off
tears
strong,
next
yeah.
time.
We'll have strong
Start
with the
off with
emotional
crying
damage next time.
immediately.
All right.
No, we have,
And
we
vice
have
of
to have an
mine.
M. M is gonna be the one that cries for me. That's what we decided.
Ah, yes.
Everyone have themselves a good night, good morning,
Yep.
good afternoon, wherever you are watching this.
And
Stay
welcome to the
hydrated,
collective.
you thirsty bastards. Welcome to the
Welcome to the
collective.
collective.
Oh.
honestly, thank you for being here.
Yes, thank you.
Yes. And sign off
Cheers.
now.